Hello everyone, welcome to another PsychImpact video. On this video, I'd like to talk to you about some of the psychic levers that are being used against you all the time without you noticing or realizing in toxic relationships or negotiations to get you to do something. Now, what are these levers? Well, first and foremost, one of the main distinctions that we have to make is that what the conscious denies, the unconscious demands. So in order to create emotional involvement, there are specific levers, unconscious levers, psychic levers that are being triggered with specific actions. And so let's go and explore some of these psychic levers. The first one is rejection. Rejection is a really, really powerful psychic lever. So imagine a relationship with your partner or even just a work relationship. You can be administered rejection by a simple lack of acknowledgement from the other person. So if you say hello to someone or wave hello with your hand and the other person does not acknowledge you, they basically just administered rejection to you, which is a really powerful psychic lever that's going to make you feel rejected and sad and perhaps even angry or upset. Let's explore another one of these levers, emotional or affective abandonment. How does that work? Well, abandonment is another really, really powerful trigger which can be set into motion when you get a sense that you are obviously being abandoned. Now, a simple action like walking away or demonstrating less interest in an interaction is going to cause you to experience the sense of emotional or affective abandonment. Again, another really, really powerful lever that is often used in toxic relationships when your partner is threatening to leave you. That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to administer a sense of abandonment, which is going to get you to react in a very anxious way because you're going to want to chase the other person in order to make sure that they stay in your life. Another one of these psychic levers is negative judgment. What does that mean? Well, we all fear negative judgment. We generally, as a society, as human beings, we are obviously always striving for acceptance, which is ingrained and embedded in us because, back in the day, 10,000, 40,000 years ago, being judged negatively could actually result in being ostracized, which could actually result in you dying because you are left isolated from your social group. So negative judgment is actually another powerful psychic lever that is often used against you. So for example, in work, if one of your superiors says something negative about you, obviously you are going to experience a sense of anxiety or a sense of low mood. Now, another one of these levers is de-evaluation. How does that work? Well, somebody expressing lack of respect or esteem in you can administer very easily this sense of you being devaluated by the other person. And again, going back to some of the points that we were talking about before, we strive for acceptance. And so being devaluated actually threatens, at a primal level, threatens your existence and your survival. Another one of these really, really powerful psychic levers is what we call failing comparison. What does that mean? Well, it's commonly known as jealousy or envy. And so somebody that wants to get you reactive can actually use this particular psychic lever against you by simply making a failing comparison to another person. And so, for example, parents, especially in toxic sort of parent-children relationships, what tends to happen is that a parent that says, "You're always such a naughty boy, you're not like, such and such son, they're always good at school, you're always getting really good marks, and you're always being naughty, and you never get good marks." And so again, you are being sort of failingly compared to somebody else, which again is going to get you reactive and is going to make you experience a sense of anxiety and a sense of lack of control. Now, these are some of the psychic levers that are constantly in the world around you being used against you and weaponized to get you to accept certain terms and conditions that you wouldn't normally accept, or to get you to react in a certain way rather than another. And so watch out, because these techniques are implicitly used by master manipulators or people that simply want to be able to control and express coercive control towards you. Thank you very much for watching.